Adjust the focus until the picture is sharp. Now adjust the sound to a normal volume.
Here, shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. Now, for people who look for the new, the exciting, the different, comes SS 396, the sleek sensation for 1966. The new Chevelle by Chevrolet. SS 396, a new kind of Chevelle with its own special suspension to unwind every curve, smooth every road. SS 396, sleek, sporty new styling. And as standard equipment, a 396 cubic inch turbojet V8. Special wide tread red stripe nylon tires too. Discover something really special. Try the sleek sensation, the 1966 Chevelle 396 at your Chevrolet dealers now.
So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Amesie's Corner. How are you all doing out there? So I don't have much time, because we got a whole lot going on at the shop, but I figure I needed to do a quick walk around of this beautiful 66 Chevelle here. And this is one of the cleanest cars I've seen in a long time come through here. And that's saying something, because we've seen some pretty clean cars on this channel at this shop. I don't see any Bondo on there whatsoever. Just a whole lot of pollen. Just a whole lot of pollen. Also, I don't mind the haircut. Massachusetts is where I live. None of the barbers are allowed to open, and the ones when they are, it's going to be like a month out wait, so I couldn't wait. I haven't had a haircut since October, and it's 80 degrees today, so I just buzzed it all off, and I'm not used to it either. Gorgeous interior. Look at this, all this suede inserts. Is that TMI? Must be a TMI seat kit for it. All the suede inserts all over. Gorgeous interior. This is just a 10 of a 10 interior. This suede. Now, the strangest thing about this, maybe you guys can explain to me, it says Malibu on the dashboard. Is that some sort of option before it was the car? I'm not all up on the old Chevrolets, but man, what a nice car. What a nice looking ride. We'll get this thing up on the lift shortly. Sorry about the sun. We'll get this thing up on the lift shortly. We're not actually going to be able to go for a ride in it. I'm not going to be able to do my road test. The customer explicitly asked not to be driven on the street, and I have to respect that wish. Now under here, some go fast stuff going on that I don't really agree with being a street car. It looks like a small block 350. I can tell by how it runs. The thing's got a hell of a cam in it. You can also tell because we got a vacuum canister. You're not going to have this kind of stuff unless you're not making any engine vacuum, and this thing sure as heck doesn't. Now, one of the issues I see that I don't really care for, you'll see this is an Edelbrock air gap RPM. This would be a Performer RPM manifold, or maybe not a Performer, just the RPM. I don't know what they call it, but that means this is a single plane intake. Great for going down the drag strip, great for when you're up at speed, but if you got to drive around town, not so good. Not so good at low end. That and the low vacuum, this thing's kind of a bear to drive around. Another thing I noticed, just to point something out to you guys, I noticed this has 1/4 inch brake lines front and rear. And that's kind of a no-no. We can have the 1/4 inch in the rear, but the front's always supposed to be 3/16. Supposed to be 3/16 supply to the proportioning valves, then 3/16 out, which it is, to left and right. But you know, not a huge deal. You just don't get it. This might just give you not the best brake pedal you could have. So a few little mistakes, but otherwise really, really pretty. What a gorgeous car. Let's just take another look around it. I'm not sure what these wheels are. Someone might know what that is. Just a Resto Mod wheel and Falcon tires on it. Real sweet dual exhaust. Sorry about the sun, guys. All right, well, like I said, wicked busy at the shop. I couldn't let this thing go without putting my camera in front of it. So yeah, let's get this thing inside and take a look underneath. All right, grab my trusty filming light. Let's take a look from back to front on this thing. Now I must say, I've seen a lot of these kind of cars up here, and this is quite literally the cleanest underneath of any old car I think I've ever seen. I see no sign of any rust or any rot anywhere. And up here in New England, that's pretty rare. And honestly, I can't tell if this has all been replaced. I kind of want to say this has all been rebuilt because I see seam sealer everywhere, but it's really hard to tell when it's done this right. And everything I see, even the differential is smoothed out. I see a little bit of pitting on like the frame here and there, so I would say the frame is definitely an older, have some miles on it frame, but it's still in amazing shape all in all. And they've got a little tranny fluid leak. That's what it's here for today, just to give it a list on everything we see going on here. A lot of go fast parts for sure. We'll see up top when we get the thing down. We'll see what's wrong with some of those go fast parts in a car like this though. Looks like it had the factory AC condenser still in there. It's interesting that they kept that. Definitely a disc brake conversion. Wow, I just can't get over how clean this thing is. Definitely not a lot of miles since the rebuild. I saw one weird thing though that kind of stuck out. You notice got a hole in the rotor. That's one way to get to the adjusters, or the drum rather. Got a hole in the drum. See parking brake cables. That's probably not the best place for that parking brake cable to hang out. And marginally better on this side. Look, they didn't paint the wheel cylinders. Just stuck in some wheel cylinders. That's okay though. I mean, the floors are mint. I wonder what that is. Little self-tapping screw here and there. Oh, there's some rust. A little bit of rust. Looks like something was welded inside. Wow. So clean. So clean. Alright guys. Well, I gotta get back to work. We got a lot of cars to fix. So on that note, and until next time, don't mind the corona hair. I couldn't find a barber open in Massachusetts, go figure. And on that note, guys, and until next time, keep it out of the cabbage.
All right, I guess I wasn't thinking.
You weren't thinking? You mean you'll work on engines and machinery and not think of your own personal safety? Here, shake hands with Danger.